freshmen. But before you address that, you had some guys who sat out last year, either played very little or redshirted entirely. Have you identified which of those guys you expect to make significant impacts?
I mean, not yet. I mean, I think part of that is, we had some guys that had some injuries, and it's a lot of that depends on how quickly they get healed up, and how spring ball goes. So I think that we are getting healthier. We had some lingering stuff. I think this time last year we had maybe 12 or 13 players that didn't go through spring ball because of different surgeries, that kind of thing. And I think this year we're going to have, maybe 2 or 3 that don't go, and that's it. So we're a much healthier team than we were a year ago. I think a big part of that's, credit goes to Kaz and the strength and conditioning staff. Those guys do a great job. So we'll have more of a complement a full complement of players. Last spring I think we had 7 offensive linemen that participated. And, the number will be bigger this year. And hopefully we'll get to the point where it's 15, 16 during spring ball. So, we're making progress there. But, the great thing about spring football is guys that you expect to make a move usually do, and then there's also a lot of guys that you're not quite sure yet. They might not have played a lot as freshmen, and now they're comfortable, and so it's hard to put your finger on who those guys are right now. But I think coming out of spring we'll have a lot better idea.
Looking ahead at 2020, is there any certain areas you're trying to focus on?
No, we're going to sign a football team. I think with us, we're hoping 6 O-linemen, a couple of tight ends, a couple of running backs, wide receivers, and then up front, 2 tackles, 2 ends, 3 linebackers, and 4 DBs, and probably a kicker punter as well next season. So should be basically a football team. I think we're kind of to that point where other than offensive linemen, we're where we need to be from a numbers perspective, and I think that's why we'll probably go a little bit heavier with that group next year. Like I said, 6 or 7 O-linemen, but besides that, just the rest of it will be just a normal football team.